Whew. So I just went out to San Francisco and checked out the Stranger Things experience, and boy was it an experience. I think this is gonna be the first ever episode of Just on the Chris. On location, drunk, trying to shoot a YouTube video. Things get a little interesting here in this video. While I was there, I did shoot some expired Stranger Things film. This stuff is like 3 years expired by now. So will it work? Let's find out. You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot Polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris. Alright guys, I'm at the Stranger Things experience. I got some expired Stranger Things film in the Stranger Things camera in the Stranger Things experience. And I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna shoot some photos. It's gonna be great. Let's do it. I think this is gonna be the first ever episode of Just on the Chris. On location, drunk, trying to shoot a YouTube video. Cheers. So I did a quick trip, probably the quickest trip I've ever done. I flew down to San Francisco and then came back the following day. So let's go back to January, I think it was, of 2021. And I first found out about the Stranger Things experience, but it was a drive-through experience at the time. And I think that's due to, you know, pandemic. And when I found out about it, I was actually in Los Angeles at the time it was going on, and that is, you know, where it was being held at, right? So I wanted to go really bad, but I had missed it by 1 day. Yeah, it was over. I was bummed. But now it's a physical walk-in experience, and it was so cool. But if you have a chance, definitely go check it out. It's really, really cool, and it is a limited time thing. So there's two aspects of the event, or the experience. There is an hour-long immersive experience where you are part of episode almost. A new episode that's actually pretty good. I wish they'd make a real one about it, because it was actually a pretty good story. And then the other aspect is a hangout spot. You don't get to that second part until you have gone through the show itself. This is where we can get some pizza. I'll be getting that very, very soon. That's gonna happen. I am hungry and I need something to soak up the alcohol. And speaking of alcohol, check this out. Here's the menu. I have had the Demogorgon and I've had a couple of the Rifter. Super good. Oh, I'm still recording. Scoops of ice cream. I'll be getting myself a scoop very soon. We got the arcade, get them high scores, baby. We have Joyce Byers' room over here. Look at this. Ooh, pretty sparkle sweet now. What you say? Woo! I can't use my professional camera apparently. It has a removable lens. I'm so sorry, excuse me. I'm kind of drunk. Let's do some photos drunk. Not drunk, intoxicated. I'm totally fine. But, you know. It's still recording. Over here we got the Hellfire Club. You know I got that merch. Look at that. Ooh, got it. Done it. Been there. Oh, look at that. The actual Demogorgon. Woo! Wee, wow. Apparently a lot of people think I actually work here. I mean, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. But, oh, she's over there. Right there. Boom. She's super cool. She gave me a Hawkins High newspaper. This thing. This is so cool. This stuff, you weren't able to purchase this. This is a freebie, but you can't just find them. There was a Hawkins Post journalist that was walking around. She was so freaking cool, and I just chatted her up. She is full character, by the way. All of them are. and they will not break. I've tried. But chatted them up for a while, and she did an interview with me, and I was asking questions, and she pulled this out and gave it to me. It's pretty cool. It has some of the characters in it. We've got some like horoscopes, which she kept telling me to go read and check out, and we read them together. Every time I was talking to her, she really was like emphasizing check out the horoscopes. And I didn't know this until the very end of the experience, that there were secret things hidden around, and I was wondering if these symbols in the horoscopes meant something, because I think they were giving out other secret things too. Wish I knew that sooner. So if you go, keep that in mind. You can't ask direct questions to the actors or the Hawkins residents. They won't tell you a lot of that stuff. You kind of have to talk in code a little bit, and then you can kind of get some information. It was a really fun little experience. Hey, editor Chris here. But as I'm editing this video, it's super long. It's like over 20-some minutes, and that's just not okay. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna make 2 versions of this. The other one will be extended version over on the Patreon page. And I go into the actual event itself, the main show, which is about an hour-long immersive experience, which is pretty fun. I talked about all that, the story itself, so there are spoilers in that, and a few other little things. So if you're interested, consider becoming a member. I know I don't really plug this ever really at all, so I guess I'll take this opportunity to do so. You get a monthly photo sent to your door monthly, there's bonus content and more. I'm actually going to start implementing a lot more products with discount codes for members, so that's coming soon too. And yeah, I got other cool things that will be added to it. But anyway, just want to chime in real quick. Back to your regular scheduled programming. 3 years expired film. Everyone's talking about you need to baby your film. You got to keep it in the fridge. You don't buy it at, Target or Best Buy. Only buy direct from Polaroid because it's never going to be good. It's not the case. In this case, same thing. Perfect exposures, perfect everything. Just mwah. Now, I will say the film itself, even at the time, was a little more faded or foggy, if you will, just because I think they were going with that type of formula, and I actually kind of like that. It's pretty cool look. I think it gives it a nice retro feel, especially in the Stranger Things world. This is the 1 Step 2, did a review on this and actually recently gave one away during a photo contest. And this thing though produces such beautiful photos. Man, the photos you get from this, they're so nice. I don't know what it is about the 1 Step 2, more specifically the Stranger Things edition one. This thing is bulletproof, solid. The photos are just, it's always so crispy and just amazing. And this photo right here, this picture of the Demogorgon was taken with this camera and with film that I bought from Target while I was there. So if you're worried about not being able to get sharp photos from a plastic camera, box camera, no, you can. If you're worried about film being bought from big box stores like Target or Best Buy or Walmart or whatever, I have never had any problems. It's always worked out. And you can buy up expired film. Yeah, sometimes you might have some quirks here and there, but I do these videos to show you, like, don't be afraid of it. Don't go out and buy a ton of it and try to give her a little bit of a discount if you can. Polaroid's film, the chemistry, they've just been improving it. So over the years, the film's just gonna get a lot better and it's gonna be able to store a lot better. From the original, like, Impossible Project stuff, yeah, I think a lot of people are still hanging on to that aspect of needing to baby this film. Because yeah, in the beginning, it wasn't great. But now it's pretty dang good. So lesson learned, don't take pictures of people that ask you to take pictures of them with your own Polaroid camera and then you give them the photo because they'll call security on you. A mom asked me to take a picture of her and her child, and I did with my own camera. And I gave them the photo. Then they went up to security and told them there's a guy walking around taking pictures of minors. What is this world coming to? They asked me, it's ridiculous. And it was with my Stranger Things film. And I got security called on me for it. Yeah, a lot of people thought I worked there. That was pretty cool, it was pretty fun, but it did have some downsides. I had to tell a lot of people that I don't work here, I'm just shooting photos for myself. And it's because I was dressed up, and there really wasn't a lot of people dressed up, even though they encouraged everyone to dress up coming to this thing. And I only ran into that one problem with that one mother and her children, which her children were 16, 17. I was just taking a picture and they saw me and they said, hey, take our picture. And I was like, oh, I don't work here. This is just my own thing. And she said, oh, that's okay. And then they like stand and get ready to pose. I was like, oh, but like this is a Polaroid camera. Like, I mean, it's kind of expensive. And then she's like, okay, well, man, take our picture. So I did, and I gave it to her, and it was a Stranger Things film. Another family saw that and wanted me to take pictures with them, and I was like, come on, guys. So I did, I took a picture, but they quickly walked away. I don't think they grasped the concept of what this was. So I had the picture, and here it is. And I was like, guess I'll find them later. I never saw them again. Yeah, so I have a random photo of these people. I was just in line getting some food, and security came up to me. They pulled me aside and was like, hey, yo, a mom said you took a picture of her and her kids. No, she said you took a picture of her and her minors. Security didn't really care. It really wasn't that big of a deal. Which that led to the Surfer Boy Pizza workers being like, hey, we heard everything. That's messed up. So they actually ended up giving me a free piece of pizza, and then I took a picture of them. Shout out to you guys, amazing. And I offered to give them that photo. They're like, no, keep it. Here's my Instagram. I'll send it to you. But they never messaged me. But it doesn't end there. Okay, another family members had come up to me to ask to take a picture of them for them, just on their phone for them in front of the sign. They saw this and was curious because they were an instant photography shooter themselves, and they've never seen one of these before, and so I was kind of showing it off to them. Then the mom that called security on me actually came back up to me and was trying to pick a fight, saying, hey, stop taking pictures of my kids, they're minors. But I'm like, you're in the photo, you own the photo. And I did that for free, I don't work here. And she said, well, so now you're trying to charge me for this photo? I'm like, no, I'm just trying to tell you, like, hey, I don't work here. I gave you something that was actually pretty expensive. Wanted to, like, go away. I didn't say that, but I was like, go away. You're ruining my experience. And it did for a little while. And then it doesn't end there. Later in the night, the kid, one of them came up to me and said, hey, can we have our photo? And I was like, I already gave it to you. Your mom has it. And they're like, oh, well, she says she doesn't have it. Like, can you give me another one? I'm like, kid, you don't, this is not a digital camera. There's only one in existence, and your mom has it. The only reason I did take that picture, even though the mom in the very beginning was kind of rude, was they're at this experience. Like, I don't really care about the cost of the photo that much. I thought that'd be kind of cool. I'm like, you know what, here you go, boom. With a Stranger Things film, it was actually one of the better ones. It was a Scoops Ahoy one, the blue and white one, kind of like the sign. It was a really cool one. And so I gave that to them. I thought that'd be a cool little memory for them. Man, that turned into just the worst nightmare ever. Yeah, so yeah, I guess just don't be nice to people. It backfires. This was kind of an interesting video. It was more of just like a sharing video, but that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Now, get out there, make some art.